Now, word on the street is that Emma Messiman, has been receiving offers from several WNBA teams. I did a video a couple months ago letting you guys know how the Fever should have been trying to sign her, but I don't think she really wanted to come to the W. Well, looked like she could be very much on the way. Andy Constable stated, as the WNBA itches closer to midseason cut, down date players, Wave could be an indicator of teams trying to sign DeWanna Bonner and Emma Messiman. Yes.
Belgian basketball standout Emma Messiman has emerged as the premier unrestricted talent in the current WNBA marketplace, generating substantial interest from multiple championship contending organizations. Industry reporting indicates numerous franchises have prioritized securing her services as mid-season roster adjustments continue across the league. Sports media coverage has highlighted Messiman's availability coinciding with the league's strategic roster management period. Teams face critical decisions regarding personnel as they navigate the July 13th deadline, which occurs precisely 24 hours before reaching the season's halfway point. This timeline has prompted several organizations to release players in preparation for potential high-profile acquisitions.
Up to this point, Paige Beckers had missed 4 games, I think, and I think Caitlin had missed 5 games. Like, as far as I'm aware, these votes were done a few games ago, because Kiki Iriafen got 8 in the media and she got 8 in the players. And Kiki Iriafen has had 3 absolute stinkers in a row. Like, Kiki Iriafen, if you look at the stats, I'm pretty sure is below Leah Boston in essentially every stat that matters. And her team's worse than Leah Boston's team. But there is, for me,
recent franchise movements demonstrate the urgency surrounding roster optimization. Golden State Valkyries and Las Vegas Aces have both executed multiple player releases, creating flexibility for future signings. These strategic maneuvers reflect the competitive pressure to maximize talent acquisition during available windows. League intelligence suggests Messiman remains uncertain about immediate WNBA participation, but has attracted serious consideration from elite organizations. Minnesota, New York, and Phoenix have positioned themselves as primary contenders for her signature, leveraging her 2019 Finals MVP credentials and proven championship experience.
And I'm telling you right now, Indiana Fever fans has talked about all of this stuff over X, how the front office need to make a move to try to get Emma Messiman, which I'm going to share that after we go through this article, man. So, as of right now, DeWanna Bonner is not picked up, and it says the WNBA's midseason cut down date is fast approaching, and free agent forwards like DeWanna Bonner and Emma Messiman will factor in decisions for several teams.
Conversely, DeWanna Bonner's market situation presents a starkly different scenario. The decorated veteran, holding 2 championship rings, has encountered significant challenges securing a new opportunity following her Indiana departure. Initial projections anticipated Phoenix interest, but insider intelligence indicates negotiations have reached an impasse. Bonner's unexpected exit from the Fever organization has created hesitation throughout league front offices. The circumstances surrounding her departure have generated questions about professional commitment, with sources suggesting Indiana's leadership may have communicated concerns to peer organizations.
There's no real argument to Paige over Caitlin right now. Caitlin has won more games than Paige when she's been on the floor. Like, Paige has won 3 games this season. Caitlin has won 5. Out of 9, I think Paige has played 13. And at the end of the day, look, I don't really care. It's not that egregious putting Paige above Caitlin. But as you can see, 4v9, Sabrina Ionescu. If you guys don't know the lore with Sabrina Ionescu, the players...
Fever supporters have mobilized social media campaigns advocating for Messiman's recruitment, viewing her potential partnership with Caitlin Clark as transformational for franchise trajectory. This combination represents significant upside for championship pursuit, given both players' elite capabilities. Messiman's comprehensive skill package and postseason excellence make her attractive to any playoff-aspiring organization. Her positional versatility as a floor-spacing forward creates tactical advantages and presents defensive matching difficulties for opponents.
WNBA teams have until July 13, 24 hours before midpoint of the season to waive players. So we're just seeing teams waive players yesterday and today. I think the Valkyries went on a waiving spree. and they waived some players. Then we have none other than
The Liberty, Lynx, and Mercury have established themselves as frontrunners for Messiman's services. Though her decision timeline remains fluid, each destination offers distinct advantages, ranging from championship infrastructure to developing core groups that could benefit from veteran leadership. Approaching deadline pressure continues influencing organizational evaluation of roster construction and financial constraints. Accommodating elite talent requires sophisticated salary management and potentially difficult personnel choices regarding existing players. Bonner's circumstances illustrate the critical importance of professional behavior in a compact league where reputation and interpersonal dynamics carry substantial weight. Her championship resume cannot overcome reliability concerns that emerged from her Indiana tenure.
What they're doing to Caitlyn, they did to Sabrina Ionescu before Caitlyn got there. Now they all pretend to love Sabrina, but like Sabrina, there was one year where she didn't get an all-star starter because she was like she was like second in fan vote. She was like third in media vote. And she got, I think it was 19th in player vote. I think they voted her as the 19th best guard in the WNBA 2 seasons ago. And then didn't get a starter spot because of it. Alicia Gray, deservedly all-star. No questions about that. However, the dream have been...
The juxtaposition between these situations demonstrates varying factors affecting player mobility within the WNBA structure. While basketball ability remains fundamental, character evaluation and organizational compatibility have gained prominence as teams pursue sustainable success models. Recent executive interviews have emphasized chemistry and stability importance in constructing competitive rosters. Leadership groups increasingly prioritize individuals who demonstrate alignment with organizational principles and long-term competitive goals.
Las Vegas Aces, they waived some players yesterday as well. And as of right now, it's looking like DeWanna Bonner possibly could not be getting picked up. So the article goes on to say, according to multiple sources, the interest
Indiana's reconstruction around Caitlin Clark represents one of the league's most compelling narratives, with management seeking experienced players capable of accelerating their competitive development. Incorporating talent of Messiman's caliber could dramatically enhance their postseason positioning. Market forces continue evolving as organizations balance immediate championship windows with future roster flexibility. Successfully attracting and retaining premier international talent like Messiman has become essential for sustained organizational excellence.
I was about to say the dream of it imploding, but they did beat the Liberty. Kelsey Mitchell over Caitlin Clark is kind of crazy. It is kind of crazy. Like, I don't even think Kelsey Mitchell, like, when it's all said and done, like, I think if you ask Kelsey Mitchell right now, she thinks she's the best player in the WNBA. I think when it's all said and done, I don't even think Kelsey Mitchell will put herself above Caitlin Clark. Skylar Diggins, I mean, fair enough. Fair enough. Kelsey Plum at 16th is wild. But in my opinion, the most wild one of all these is Jackie Young at 12th, down here at the bottom. So Jackie Young.
Industry sources suggest Masiman's decision process could extend beyond initial cut-down dates, as teams may maintain pursuit throughout the season, depending on roster developments and injury circumstances affecting their needs. These roster movements carry implications extending beyond individual franchises, as the league continues establishing its reputation as a premier destination for global basketball talent. Successful integration of players like Masiman enhances the WNBA's international apparel and competitive standards.
In Messiman, who is considering a return to the WNBA, but has not definitely made up her mind. It stands across the league, man. Contenders like Minnesota, New York, and even Phoenix have the best shots. This is what they saying. Atlanta in the 2019 Finals MVP. There was an expectation around the league that Bonner could end up in Phoenix. And according to multiple sources, DeWanna Bonner discussions around signing her, the two-time WNBA, was excluded. Bonner is a two-time WNBA.
Financial considerations factor significantly into these determinations, as teams must balance star acquisitions with overall roster depth and younger player development initiatives. Salary cap restrictions require strategic resource allocation across the entire roster construction. Phoenix's pursuit of both players reflects their aggressive roster building philosophy, though priorities may shift based on availability and system compatibility with existing personnel. The Mercury's championship opportunity remains viable with their current foundational pieces. New York's sustained competitiveness makes them appealing for veterans seeking championship opportunities. Their organizational consistency and market benefits provide compelling recruitment advantages for players evaluating potential destination.
Is putting up crazy numbers. She is the 1A to Aja Wilson's 1B. And if you guys don't know, like, her and Aja, in my opinion, have been equivalent for the year. Jackie Young's been healthy the entire year. And there are 2 guards not on this list that the players voted above Caitlin Clark. There are, what, like 8 players maybe not on this list. And the thing is, like, if Kayla McBride was one of the players, she missed like 6 games to start the year. So they're not.
Minnesota's emerging core and positive trajectory offer alternative appeal, particularly for players interested in contributing to developing championship contenders rather than joining established powerhouses seeking final pieces. These decisions coincide with the league's continued popularity growth and expanded media coverage. High-profile player movements generate additional fan engagement and media scrutiny throughout the basketball community. Organizations completing their mid-season rosters will experience cascading effects from these decisions, influencing competitive balance throughout the remaining regular season and potentially extending into future campaign planning.
Champion, but as of right now, there's not a lot of teams that want to sign DeWanna Bonner for how she quit the Fever, bro. I told y'all. The Indiana Fever front office, I made a video about this, bro, about the Fever front office, putting word out to the league, bro, to not sign her, bro. So her quitting on the team is not a good look at all. At all. Not even a little bit.
The WNBA All-Star selection process has generated extensive debate regarding peer evaluation methods across different position groups. Player voting placed Caitlin Clark 9th among guards, sparking discussion about assessment standards used by fellow athletes in their rankings. Overall standings show Paige Bueckers achieving superior positioning compared to Clark in All-Star considerations. Despite both experiencing comparable injury-related game absences, their performance metrics and team achievements present contrasting narratives. Clark's team secured 5 wins in 9 contests, while Bueckers' squad achieved 3 victories across 13 games.
I'm voting her in. It's Chelsea Gray. Like, we know it's going to be Chelsea Gray. We know it's Chelsea Gray. This league has some obsession with Chelsea Gray. And Chelsea Gray is a bucket, don't get me wrong, but she's not a point guard. This league has some absolute weird obsession with Chelsea Gray. It's actually frightening. It is frightening. She's a solid 2 guard, but like, Jackie Young's running the show. And like, I tweeted out this as well. So obviously this is the tweet. Is one of the tweets that I was using, but I tweeted out this earlier. I was like, 1, Jackie Young, come back to Indiana, but guess which player.
Historical voting patterns reveal similar treatment of previous players facing comparable scrutiny. Sabrina Ionescu encountered parallel challenges in prior seasons, receiving 19th position in player voting despite strong fan and media backing, ultimately preventing starter selection. This precedent suggests recurring themes in how established players evaluate emerging talent. Specific placement decisions merit detailed examination. Kelsey Mitchell's ranking above Clark raises questions given their comparative overall impact and comprehensive statistical profiles. Skylar Diggins-Smith's position, while arguably defensible, contributes to broader evaluation criteria discussions.
Not even a little bit of a good look, man. So we got some Indiana Fever fans as of right now is lighting the fire up under the front office, but to get Emma Messerman, man. These fans ain't messing around. Emma Messerman is like that, bro. She's like that, dog. Now, there's a lot of people saying that Emma Messerman could end up with the Liberty Lynx or the Mercury. As of right now, we don't know where the hell she could end up. But who wouldn't want to come join Caitlin Clark? They could figure.
Kelsey Plum's 16th place result appears particularly puzzling considering her significant contributions, including 20.6 points, 6 rebounds, and 6.5 assists per game with 1.5 steals. Jackie Young's 12th position represents possibly the most questionable ranking, given her outstanding performance as primary facilitator alongside Aja Wilson's dominance. Statistical analysis between Clark and Natasha Cloud reveals significant discrepancies. Despite 8 fewer games played than Cloud, Clark accumulated superior total scoring throughout the season. Cloud's third-ranked assists provide context for her selection, though other categorical comparisons favor Clark substantially. Even during Clark's shooting difficulties, her three-point percentage exceeded Cloud's while converting 6 additional three-pointers in considerably fewer appearances.
The WNBA voters voted the 4th best guard, but the other 3 were 9th and lower. Kelsey Plum, 20.6, rounding up, 21, 6, and, well, 1.5, just put it 1.5. 18, 5, 9, and 1.6 steals per game. 9, 4 boards, 6.5 steals, and 1.5, or 6.5 assists, 1.5 steals. 18, 4, 4, and 1.3 steals.
Several players ranked above Clark don't serve as primary guards for their respective teams. Brittany Sykes operates alongside Sonia Citron, who arguably functions as the superior backcourt option. This pattern questions voting methodology and whether players evaluated individual merit versus team dynamics. The Liberty struggles without key contributors like Brianna Stewart and Jonquel Jones highlight additional inconsistencies. Despite featuring highly ranked players including Cloud and Ioneski, team performance declines significantly without certain contributors, suggesting individual rankings may not reflect actual winning impact.
Figure out a way to get Emma Messimy, man. I don't give a damn. They definitely can figure out a way to get her signed on this basketball team. I want to see Emma Messimy on this basketball team. Bro, she's the best player out there still that's left. But as of right now, DeWanna Bonner is not on any damn teams. We should have seen this coming, bro. I told y'all. Wasn't nobody gonna sign DeWanna Bonner. It's over with. She might as well just retire or wait.
Young and Plum appear to have received the most questionable treatment in these evaluations. Young maintained outstanding health throughout the campaign while delivering consistent elite production. Her collaboration with Wilson created one of the league's most effective partnerships. Yet voting failed to reflect this impact appropriately. Voting trends suggest potential bias towards specific collegiate backgrounds and established networks within the league structure. Players from certain programs appear to receive more favorable consideration, while others face additional scrutiny regardless of professional achievements.
While, if we're looking at the percentages here, let's compare Jackie Young to Natasha Cloud. Even with Caitlin Clark on her, like, the 56th in points per game, Caitlin Clark has more points this season than Jackie Young. Sorry, not Jackie Young, than Natasha Cloud. Caitlin Clark has more points this season than Natasha Cloud. Natasha Cloud, I'm not joking when I say this, has played, am I right in saying she's played 8 more games than Caitlin Clark? I think she's played 8 more games than Caitlin.
Historical precedent demonstrates similar treatment of players who disrupted established hierarchies. Ionescu faced comparable voting patterns before gaining acceptance, indicating this represents recurring phenomena rather than isolated incidents targeting specific individuals. Geographic and educational connections among voters seem to influence rankings beyond pure basketball merit. Notre Dame, UConn, and other traditional programs maintain strong representation in favorable voting, while players from different backgrounds encounter additional obstacles.